Hello guys, it's good to be back. Have you ever stopped to wonder, will the career you are working so hard to build still exist in 10 years? Think about it. Technology is moving faster than ever. Artificial intelligence, automation, robotics, global competition, all of these are reshaping the job market. Some jobs that were once secure are disappearing completely, and at the same time, new careers are being created. Jobs that didn't even exist 10 years ago. So here's a big question. Which careers will still be relevant in the next decade? And more importantly, what can you do as a student to prepare yourself so you don't wake up one day to discover that everything you studied and worked for is no longer useful? That's what we are going to unpack today. But before we get into it, do me a quick favor. Please hit the like button, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and share this video with a friend who is still thinking about their career options. Trust me, this could save them years of confusion and regret. And don't forget to drop a comment below. I would love to hear what career you are currently considering and whether you think it will still be relevant in 10 years. Alright, let us get started. Now, I want to begin with the truth. Job security as we once knew it doesn't really exist anymore. There used to be a time when someone could graduate, get a job in a company and stay there for 30 or 40 years until retirement. That was called job security. But today, the world is different. Companies restructure, industries collapse, technology replaces human tasks. So instead of thinking about job security in the traditional sense, we now have to think about career security. In other words, not whether one job will last forever, but whether your skills, your knowledge, and your ability to adapt will remain valuable no matter what changes happen in the world. That's the mindset shift I want you to have as we go through this. So, let us talk about jobs that are at the risk of disappearing. Think about things like manual data entry, cashier roles in supermarkets, or even drivers. With AI tools, self-checkout machines, and self-driving cars being developed, a lot of these jobs may not exist in the same way a decade from now. Another example, printing press operators. Because of digital media, fewer people are printing newspapers, so those jobs are shrinking. Travel agents used to be everywhere, but now most of us book flights and hotels online ourselves. Now, here's the scary part. Some of the jobs disappearing are not just low-skilled jobs. Even white-collar jobs are changing. For example, AI can now write reports, analyze data, even draft legal documents. Does that mean lawyers and accountants will disappear? No. But it does mean that the way they work may change. The routine parts of their job might be automated. They will now need to focus more on complex human-centered tasks that machines can't handle. Okay, enough of the fear. Let's flip this around and talk about the good news. The careers that will still be relevant in 10 years. In fact, many of them will not only exist, but will be in higher demand. Let's go through them. Number one, healthcare careers. Think about doctors, nurses, pharmacists, physiotherapists, medical researchers. Why? Because people will always need healthcare. Populations are growing, people are living longer, and health challenges keep evolving. While technology will assist healthcare professionals, it will not replace the human touch, the empathy, and judgment that are so critical in this field. If you are interested in healthcare, you are looking at a sector that will remain strong for decades. Number two, technology and IT careers. If there's one sector that's booming and will continue to boom, it's technology. Software developers, cybersecurity experts, data scientists, AI specialists, cloud computing engineers, these roles are only going to grow. Why? Because every industry from banking to education to farming is relying on technology. And the more tech we use, the more people we need who can create, manage, and secure them. Number three, education and training. You might think education is old-fashioned, but the truth is learning will never stop. As industries evolve, people constantly need to upgrade their skills. Teachers, trainers, mentors, curriculum developers, these rules will keep evolving, but they won't disappear. In fact, online education has created a whole new branch of opportunities. Imagine being a subject expert teaching thousands of students online nationwide. That's a career that didn't exist 20 years ago, but now it's thriving. Number four, green energy and sustainability careers. With climate change becoming a global priority, careers in renewable energy like solar power, wind energy, environmental science, and sustainable engineering are booming. Governments and companies around the world are investing heavily in these fields. If you want a career with long term security, anything related to sustainability is worth considering. Number five, creative careers. Now, this might surprise you. With AI generating art, music, and writing, some people think creativity is under threat, but actually, human creativity is still unmatched. Storytelling, filmmaking, content creation, design, entrepreneurship, these careers thrive because they combine technology with uniquely human perspective. Think about YouTubers, game designers, or digital marketers. 10 years ago, many of these jobs didn't even exist. But today, they are huge. Creativity will remain a powerful asset. Okay? Number six is skilled trades. Plumbers, electricians, mechanics, builders. Let's be real, robots might do some tasks, but when your sink is leaking or your electrical system breaks down, you're not going to call an AI. Skilled trade professionals will always be in demand. And because fewer young people are going into these fields, the demand may actually rise. Number seven, mental health and social support careers. More people today are aware of the importance of mental health. Counselors, therapists, social workers, these careers require empathy and human connection, things technology can't replace. This sector is growing and it will continue to grow in the future. Now, I don't just want to list careers for you, I also want to talk about how you can prepare yourself no matter what career you choose. Because remember, job security isn't just about the job title, it's about your ability to adapt. Here are some future proof skills you should be developing right now. First, digital literacy. No matter what field you are in, you will need to understand technology. That doesn't mean you have to be a programmer, but you should be comfortable using digital tools, analyzing data, and understanding how technology impacts your industry. Second, critical thinking and problem solving. Machines can give answers, but humans need to decide what to do with those answers. Employers will always value people who can think deeply, question an assumption, and solve real world problems. Third, creativity. As I mentioned earlier, creativity is the only thing that truly separates humans from machines. Being able to think outside the box, tell stories, design new things, that's priceless. Fourth, communication and collaboration. No matter how advanced technology becomes, we'll still need people who can work together, explain ideas clearly, and lead others. These soft skills are often more valuable than technical skills because they make everything else to work. Fifth, adaptability. If you want through career security, you must be willing to learn and relearn throughout your life. The career you start with may not be the one you end with, and that's okay. The people who succeed are the ones who embrace change instead of resisting it. Now, let's get practical. If you're in high school right now or you are worried about the future, here's what you can do. Explore different fields. Don't just focus on what looks trendy. Look at what excites you and also what the world really needs. If you are in the university, build side skills. Don't rely only on your degree. Take online courses, attend workshops, do internships. If you are a graduate, keep upgrading yourself. The learning doesn't stop when you finish school. Here's an example. A student studied mechanical engineering but felt worried about the future of traditional engineering jobs. So, alongside his degree, he started learning about renewable energy. By the time he graduated, he already had a project portfolio in solar technology and he easily got a job in a green energy company. That's how you combine your studies with future proof planning. Another story, there was a woman who studied journalism. With newspapers declining, she worried about her future, but she adapted. She learned digital media skills, started a podcast, and built online following. Today, she has a thriving career in digital communication. That's the point I want you to take home. Careers will change, jobs will disappear. But if you focus on building skills and staying flexible, you will always have opportunities. So let's wrap this up. Here's the truth about job security. It's not about finding a job that will last forever. It's about building yourself into someone who can last forever in the job market. Someone who is adaptable, skilled, creative, and always learning. If you focus on healthcare, technology, education, sustainability, creativity, skilled trades, and mental health, you will be a solid ground. But even if you are in another field, remember it's your skills and your mindset that will make you relevant. So don't live in fear of the future. Instead, prepare for it, learn, grow, and adapt. That's the real secret to career security. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, share it with a friend, and let's talk in the comments. What career are you considering? And do you think it will still be around in 10 years? And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more honest mentorships on academics, careers, and personal growth. Remember, the future belongs to those who prepare for it today, and that can be you. Bye.